I'm photographing toys in the real-life version of every Pokemon city. Follow my journey through Kanto, Johto, and beyond to see all the amazing things Japan has to offer. Each week, a new guest toy photographer will rate the photos I shot at each location to see if I have what it takes to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Corey has sustenance for his big day, going to
Iwajuku.
Pewter
City, the real-life inspiration for Pewter City.
And I'm gonna sit here all day and rest. So I got sustenance for resting.
This was another difficult city to get to. From where I started, it was about halfway across Japan width-wise. I took a Shinkansen bullet train the bulk of the way, and then the remainder on the Ryoma line from Takasaki Station. My destination, Iwajuku Station, was strangely empty and very simple. There wasn't even an attendant when I arrived, and no place to scan my JR pass. I knew I was way outside of where most tourists would generally go. Very gray today, very overcast. There's a 60% chance of rain. Drizzled a bit on the way here. I've got Bailey's umbrella with me. Yeah, coming here, it's a 2-hour travel at least to get here, and I didn't think that it would be a whole lot of really cool, neat things other than a museum, but I got a really cool lake over here. I thought it was going to be kind of one of the throwaway cities that I have to go to because it's Pewter City, but I didn't think there was going to be that much interesting stuff here. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I think that's a bone castle? What is this? I'm in the bone castle. I think they're real bones. Ooh, so that was definitely worth going to. It was really neat. It was only about 300 or 400 yen to get into the museum itself, and it had a lot of cool fossils from the Iwajuku period that was previously not known to be people in Japan at that time. And it was the earliest civilization in the Paleolithic period, and before the discovery in, I think it was 1949, by Tadahiro Aizawa? Tadahiro Aizawa, I hope I got that right. He discovered evidence at the site and proved that there were people here earlier than anybody ever knew. And so it was really cool. It was showing a lot of different ways that they built their structures and tools that they used, and they had all kinds of artifacts that was discovered there. And if it wasn't raining, they would have outside activities, I think interactive things for kids, where you could dig up your own fossils, I think, create your own spears, arrowheads and things. So yeah, unfortunately it's raining, but I think that was more just fun for the kids stuff anyway. I think the main feature was the museum, and it was really cool, a giant mammoth fossil display. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I came here. It was difficult to get to, but definitely worth coming.
Whoa, hold on there, Steakosaurus.
Hey Drogie. Everyone, this is Drogie. He's this week's guest photographer. He's actually the world record holder of Pokemon Snap 100%. I was just about to start the judging.
Yeah, about that, there's only 3 actual Pokemon pictures, and that's a lot less than the other episodes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was alone that day and it was raining, so it was pretty tough to get actual Pokemon pictures.
You know what? You can do better than that. Let me give you a little challenge. I will pick 3 world record shots from Pokemon Snap, and you will have to recreate them with toys. And then we can just add them to the Pewter City shots, and I will judge them all. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to what you give me, and I'm looking forward to what I come up with. Let's go.
Now the first shot I want you to recreate is in a river. I want you to take a picture of the 2 Porygon that are hidden in the wall. By flicking the camera, I will slow down for a bit. I will lure them together using an apple-shaped Pokemon food, and look at how cute they are. And this is what the picture should look like. However, that is not the world record shot for Porygon. To get the maximum amount of points, you want to spawn them both, then make them change their pattern using a pester ball. Once they get around there and are happy, they will start dancing. And this is what my best Porygon picture looks like. Now it's your turn.
I downloaded the 3D model from Pokemon X and Y and modified it to change the pose and some details on the eyes. Then I 3D printed and cured the resin before masking the eyes with tape and giving it a base color coat. Then I coated them with a 50-50 mixture of glue and water and applied grass flocking and model train sand ballast to give them texture. Then I found a grassy field to shoot them with some nice sunset lighting. Pretty sure I laid in dog poop somewhere. I have not identified the exact location, but I'm down here now.
What is that?
The non-camo Porygon shot was just a normal Porygon toy that I duplicated.
Now your next challenge, Diglett. I want you to take a good picture of Diglett, which means it has to be on the very edge of the screen while still counting as centered, because centered Pokemon give you the maximum amount of points in this game. However, if the Pokemon is centered but also on the edge of the screen, you get a bit more size points because the distance kind of decreases between the Pokemon and the camera if the Pokemon is on the edge of the screen, if that makes sense. That's because the camera is kind of shaped like a square, We call that the square head theory. Now this is the Diglett we want to take a picture of. We need to be on the very left of the track. And there we go, that was the Diglett picture. And this is my best Diglett. It is in the center of the screen, but also on the edge of the screen. And that's how it should be. Now, good luck on yours.
Before I get started on the picture, I wanted to expand on what Drogie mentioned about the square head theory. I built out this head in Maya to visualize it. The blue dot represents the closest point between the cube and the Pokemon. You can see as the corners get closer, the distance decreases, thus giving us a better score by being closer as far as the game is concerned. Also, this doesn't happen in the game, but it was fun to show what happens when I twist the cube. I built this set out of foam, and there's a whole making of video on my YouTube channel that you can check out. And what's interesting is I specifically did the blue hue and the kind of the grays here to be like the cave from Pokemon Snap. I initially shot it with just a normal Diglett toy. Then I used Photoshop AI to fill in the middle of the longer version, but the results were mediocre and I had to do a ton of manual work to blend it all nicely. The AI also came up with some suggestions of what Diglett's middle should look like, such as Bread Diglett, Metal Shavings Diglett, and Muppet Diglett.
Love me, for I am your god.
Now your next challenge is Charizard. First, we want to make him spawn by throwing Charmeleon into the lava pit. Come on. There we go. Here's Charizard. Now, we want to take a picture on the very right of the track, so we slow it down a bit by flickering the camera, hitting him with an apple so he attacks us. We look over there, hit him with another apple, and immediately take a picture. And that's it. And this is what my best Charizard picture looks like, and it's a tied world record. Go ahead.
To recreate this shot, I'm going to be using this Charizard figure and slime. Check it out.
The base of the Charizard set was made of spray-painted insulation foam with dirt glued on top of it. I then cut out a Charizard-sized hole and hot glued some plastic to the bottom. I filled the hole with slime and lit it from beneath. Since I had the scene set up, I had to shoot some additional Pokemon, like a Pikachu party and Groudon emerging from the earth. The fire effects were created by lighting Magician's flash paper.
Alright, there's my shots. Thanks a lot for the suggestions, Drogie. Time to judge away.
Hello there. Welcome back. Well done. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Oh, Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah!
I want to be your best friend until you die.